For years, a question has haunted the deepest corners of hip-hop. Why did 50 Cent, the undisputed king of beef, never truly unleash his full fury on Lil Wayne? A man known for tearing down empires, mocking rivals, and leaving scorched earth in his wake. Yet, against Wheezy, a strange silence. Was it respect? A secret pact? Tonight, we peel back the layers of rap's most unexpected non-feud and expose the legendary shield that protected Lil Wayne from 50 Cent's wrath. Lil Wayne, a lyrical titan, carved an unparalleled path through hip-hop, crafting a unique sound that transcended eras. His prolific output and effortless flow solidified his status as one of the most influential artists of all time. More than just a rapper, he became a cultural phenomenon, a living legend whose very presence altered the landscape of the genre. His artistic genius seemed to possess an almost mystical immunity, protecting him from the typical storms of industry drama. Beyond his individual artistry, Lil Wayne built an empire, Young Money Entertainment. This label became a powerhouse, launching global superstars like Drake and Nicki Minaj. This intricate web of talent and influence created a formidable network, a brotherhood that commanded immense respect and fear. His strategic positioning and loyal army of artists could have acted as a deterrent, making any direct assault on Wayne a perilous move with far-reaching consequences. Lil Wayne's persona in the face of conflict was always intriguing. While not one to shy away from lyrical sparring when necessary, he often carried an air of nonchalant detachment from industry drama. He seemed to float above the fray, focused purely on his craft and his expanding influence. This laid-back, almost enigmatic demeanor made him a difficult target for conventional beef tactics, perhaps deflecting the very energy that fueled 50 Cent's attacks. The sheer volume of Lil Wayne's work alone could have been a shield. His relentless output, mixtapes, and feature verses meant he was constantly in the public's ear, dominating the sonic landscape. An artist with such pervasive presence and an undeniable connection to his fanbase becomes incredibly difficult to diminish through typical diss records, as his constant musical impact would overshadow any attempts at tearing him down. Lil Wayne's deep roots in the Cash Money Records dynasty provided another layer of protection. His bond with Birdman and the label's storied history signified an almost untouchable status within the industry. Attacking Wayne meant potentially disrupting powerful alliances and navigating treacherous behind-the-scenes politics, a labyrinth even a seasoned provocateur like 50 Cent might hesitate to enter without extreme caution, recognizing the potential fallout. 50 Cent burst onto the scene with a raw, undeniable hunger and a bulletproof image that reshaped hip-hop. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a phenomenon, armed with street credibility and a ruthless business acumen. His rise was fueled by an unapologetic willingness to confront, expose, and dismantle his rivals, turning public feuds into a cornerstone of his brand and cementing his reputation as the ultimate provocateur. The list of artists who felt 50 Cent's wrath is legendary. From the iconic, career-defining beef with Ja Rule that left a lasting impact on their legacies, to his relentless mockery of Rick Ross, 50 Cent proved he was unafraid to challenge anyone, regardless of their status or power. His diss tracks weren't just lyrical, they were calculated assassinations of character, often laced with biting humor and devastating revelations. 50 Cent's strategic brilliance lies in his ability to identify vulnerabilities and exploit them mercilessly. He turned feuds into highly profitable ventures, leveraging drama to sell records, launch businesses, and dominate headlines. His methods were often unconventional, extending beyond music to social media, interviews, and even legal battles. This calculated approach made him a formidable opponent, feared for his unpredictability and his unwavering resolve to win. The enigma surrounding 50 Cent's decision to seemingly avoid Lil Wayne has baffled hip-hop enthusiasts for years. Given his track record, a clash between these two titans would have been monumental, yet it never fully materialized. This striking absence of conflict suggests an unseen force at play, a hidden agreement, or a mutually recognized boundary that even 50 Cent, the relentless instigator, chose not to cross. 50 Cent's silence on Lil Wayne is particularly stark when compared to his vocal disdain for other industry figures, including some close to Wayne. This makes the secret shield narrative even more compelling. Was there an unwritten rule, a powerful understanding forged behind closed doors? This fundamental question remains central to understanding the true dynamics of power and respect within the highest echelons of hip-hop. Lil Wayne's influence transcends mere record sales. He's a cultural touchstone, a gateway artist for millions. This broad appeal and his undeniable impact on a generation of artists made him an almost untouchable figure. To attack Wayne would risk alienating a vast and diverse fan base, crossing a line that even the most aggressive rivals might deem too risky, potentially backfiring spectacularly and damaging their own standing. The complex web of loyalty within Young Money and Cash Money created an invisible fortress around Lil Wayne. Launching an all-out assault on Weezy would mean engaging with Nicki Minaj, Drake, and the entire Cash Money roster, effectively igniting a multi-front war. Such a widespread conflict against so many formidable talents might have been a strategic calculation too costly, even for the battle-hardened 50 Cent. Lil Wayne's consistent focus on musical innovation and his disinterest in prolonged public feuds might have inadvertently served as his ultimate defense. His energy was always directed towards the studio, crafting new sounds and pushing artistic boundaries, making him less susceptible to the baiting tactics often employed by his counterparts. This artistic immunity perhaps rendered him less appealing as a target for traditional beef. The mutual respect among true legends could be the simplest yet most profound aspect of Lil Wayne's shield. Both Wayne and 50 Cent reached unprecedented heights in their careers, earning the respect of their peers through sheer dominance and longevity. There's an unwritten code among titans, a recognition of each other's undeniable contributions, which might have led to an unspoken agreement of non-aggression. Ultimately, Lil Wayne's secret shield could be a combination of his profound influence, his powerful network, his focused artistry, and the quiet respect he commands. This multifaceted defense made him an unappealing target for long-term beef. Even 50 Cent, known for calculated risks, may have recognized that the potential rewards of feuding with Wayne were outweighed by the unpredictable, widespread repercussions. The perceived missed opportunity to engage Lil Wayne is a rare anomaly in 50 Cent's career. He built an empire on dismantling rivals, meticulously planning his attacks, and capitalizing on every perceived weakness. The fact that he never fully unleashed his arsenal on Wayne hints at a unique dynamic, a powerful deterrent that shifted the very rules of engagement for the G-Unit boss. Was it a strategic decision by 50 Cent to maintain neutrality with Lil Wayne due to overarching industry politics? Perhaps the potential collateral damage to other relationships or the risk of upsetting powerful figures within the music landscape was too great. This kind of high-level chess game is well within 50 Cent's strategic playbook, indicating a deeper, unrevealed understanding. 50 Cent's attacks often thrive on an opponent's emotional reaction. Lil Wayne's generally unbothered and enigmatic persona might have deprived 50 Cent of the fiery response he typically sought to fuel a beef. Without that direct engagement, the typical 50 Cent blueprint for escalating conflict simply couldn't take hold, making Wayne an unrewarding target. Another theory suggests a mutual, unspoken respect for each other's entrepreneurial spirit and business acumen. Both 50 Cent and Lil Wayne transcended music to build diverse empires. Perhaps there was an understanding between two self-made moguls who recognized the value of avoiding destructive conflict that could harm their larger financial interests. Ultimately, the absence of a direct beef with Lil Wayne remains one of the most intriguing footnotes in 50 Cent's storied history of feuds. It highlights that even the most relentless provocateur has boundaries, whether self-imposed, strategically calculated, or enforced by an unseen shield of influence and respect that Lil Wayne uniquely possessed. Lil Wayne's reputation as a rapper's rapper garnered him deep respect from across the industry, including potentially from figures like 50 Cent. His undeniable skill, prolific output, and ability to constantly evolve his craft commanded an admiration that might have transcended typical beef dynamics, establishing a different kind of barrier to confrontation. The sheer longevity and consistent relevance of Lil Wayne in hip-hop acted as a passive yet powerful defense. To attempt to diminish an artist who has remained at the top for so long, constantly adapting and influencing, is a monumental task. This sustained success could have signaled to 50 Cent that Wayne was too established to be easily shaken. Lil Wayne's secret shield could also be attributed to his personal charisma and widespread likability within the industry. Despite his controversial lyrics, Wayne often maintains a relaxed, approachable demeanor that makes him difficult to genuinely dislike, even for rivals. This personal magnetism might have disarmed potential aggressors. The perception that Lil Wayne simply didn't engage in petty drama, preferring to let his music speak, was another layer of his defense. 50 Cent's beefs often thrive on a back and forth. Wayne's characteristic indifference to such antics likely made him an unsatisfying target for someone looking for a loud public spectacle. In essence, Lil Wayne's secret shield wasn't a single entity but a confluence of his unassailable artistry, his vast empire, his unbothered demeanor, and the deep respect he commanded. This unique combination made him an exception to 50 Cent's aggressive rulebook, a testament to Wayne's unparalleled standing in hip-hop. The truth exposed about 50 Cent's non-aggression towards Lil Wayne likely lies in a complex matrix of calculated risk assessment. 50 Cent was not afraid of a fight, but he was always strategic. He understood that some battles, no matter how tempting, carry too high a cost in terms of industry stability, potential allies, or simply diminishing returns for his brand. Perhaps 50 Cent recognized that attacking Lil Wayne would lead him into uncharted waters, a battle not just against an artist, but against a sprawling family of artists, a deeply entrenched record label, and a global fanbase unlike any other. This unparalleled ecosystem surrounding Wayne might have served as a powerful deterrent, even for the fearless 50 Cent. The decision to not pursue a beef with Lil Wayne highlights 50 Cent's own evolution as a businessman and a media mogul. As his empire grew, his priorities shifted from pure lyrical warfare to strategic brand building and maintaining a certain level of industry peace where it served his larger interests. Wayne may have simply been outside the profitable target zone. Ultimately, the truth exposed is less about a mystical shield and more about a calculated understanding between two giants. 50 Cent's intelligence dictated that some opponents, despite their fame, simply aren't worth the full force of his wrath. Lil Wayne was perhaps the ultimate example of a target whose very nature rendered him impervious to 50's typical warfare. In the end, the absence of beef between 50 Cent and Lil Wayne speaks volumes. It's a testament to Lil Wayne's unassailable position in hip-hop and 50 Cent's own strategic mastery. The secret shield was not magic, but the powerful combination of reputation, influence, and the unspoken rules among the most formidable titans of the music industry.